Hey everybody, Rob Vino here, wagertalk.com, back with another free play selection and analysis, college football style. Today, we're going to take a look at the SEC, Mississippi at South Carolina. I think we have an advantage in this game, but first, let me go ahead and tell you about the special Wager Talk has running this week. 7 days of winning for just $77, breaks down to $11 a day. What you get here is an all-access pass, 7 days, just $77. Again, that's only $11 a day. You can gain unlimited access to every play, every sport. I myself cover both footballs, college and pro. Also doing MLB, Canadian football, and WNBA. So 5 sports here, every league, every sport, every play, all access pass, 7 days of winning, just $77. Find it now on my homepage, wt.buzz/RV over at wagertalk.com. Let's get into this game here quickly, guys. Mississippi at South Carolina. Ole Miss on the road here opens up 9.5, 53. Currently 9.5, 53.5 off of the loss last week at home to Kentucky as a big favorite. A couple of questions here real quick that lead to the same place. The first one I have is, can South Carolina handle the Mississippi offense? South Carolina's played 4 games this year, and they've been confronted by one offense that ranks better than 113th in the nation. Their defensive statistics look great, and they're going to look great when you're playing Akron, the 130th ranked offense, Old Dominion, 120, Kentucky, 113. Those 3 teams don't do anything well on offense. Kentucky's 4.8 yards per play is 97th in the country, and it just gets worse from there down to Akron, last in yards per play. The only threatening offense that South Carolina played all season long was LSU, and their defense got destroyed. LSU didn't do anything for the first quarter and a half, basically, of that game. And then they scored 36 points in a shade over 2.5 quarters. They punted on their first 3 possessions, then they scored on 5 of their next 6. They racked up 356 yards on those 6 drives, averaged 60 yards per possession. And until last week, the 132 yards rushing LSU had in that game were a season high. They played that game. It was their first FBS game without their number 1 tailback, John Emery Jr. So the LSU had backup runners in that game as well. For Mississippi, their offense is more diverse, more explosive than the LSU offense that South Carolina faced back in week number 3. All that said, Ole Miss only scored 17 last week at home against Kentucky. However, they did net 353 total yards. That's the most total yards given up by Kentucky this season by a long shot. Consider the fact that Georgia only got 262 against them. Kentucky only 252, South Carolina only 252. Mississippi's total was 91 yards better than the next best against that Kentucky defense this season. So Mississippi did something right on offense. I don't think their offense is broken here. Let's take a look, though, real quick at some other factors in this game. Mississippi's going to enter this one focused, well-motivated. There's no question about it off of that loss last week. All indications would point to them having a successful offensive outing in this game. I think they'll get going early, tell you the truth, in this one. The Gamecocks, they had a bye last week, and they get their quarterback, their number 1, Lenora Sellers, back from injury for this game. So some good things happening for South Carolina as well. 2 weeks to prepare for this game. And when you look at Ole Miss's defense, they gave up 22 first downs and 336 total yards to Kentucky last week. Kentucky passed for 243. And again, like I said earlier, Kentucky doesn't do anything well. So those numbers are a little bit staggering. And it shows that Ole Miss's defense may be a product of its weak early opposition as well. Rebels play really fast. That means we're going to get plenty of scoring opportunities for each side here. And it's possible that their offense wears down the South Carolina defense by the 4th quarter. We saw that happen against LSU. I go back to that LSU-South Carolina game. They totaled 69 points on this field. This total is only 53.5. It seems kind of soft. I'm going to play it over the 53.5. I think there's pretty good chance these teams get to 55 in this particular game. So we're going to look at LSU and South Carolina up and over the 53.5. On the way out, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like button. Let us know your thoughts on this game or any game you like this weekend by hitting us up in the comments section. Click subscribe and join the 173,000 people that already have. Good luck with all your plays this weekend. I'll see you soon with my next selection and analysis right here on Wager Talk TV.